Welcome to my channel. In present time, women empowerment is one of the major issues in the entire world. But in many developing countries as well as in underdeveloped countries, domestic violence is rampant everywhere. Although domestic violence is not considered as a cruel crime because in many developing countries as well as in underdeveloped countries, society considers women as the subservient to a man. But without abolishing the domestic violence, can we uplift our society? Or can we even think about the women empowerment? No. So many countries did many things for abolishing the domestic violence. For instance, Indian Parliament passed Domestic Violence Act in 2005 for protecting women from domestic violence. But the question regarding the residence of women during the domestic disputes was still prevailed. On 15th October 2020, the Supreme Court of India gave the landmark judgment for providing the major relief to domestic violence victims while overruling the earlier judgment. Now, the domestic violence victims can reside in the parents-in-law's house or they can use the shared household also. So, in this video, I will teach you about this judgment in detail, how this judgment is different from the earlier judgment, what are the significances of this judgment, how this judgment is beneficial to the domestic violence victims. So, be with this video till end. If you are new on my channel, then subscribe my channel. Click the bell icon so that you can get the notification of my new videos. If you like my video, then click the like button and share my video among maximum number of the people. Before proceeding to the facts of the judgment, we must know about the types of the domestic violence so that we can easily recognize the victim of the domestic violence and we can help them. The crimes under domestic violence are categorized as physical abuse. It is the most recognizable crime under domestic violence. Use of force, causing injury, slapping, beating, etc. come under domestic violence. Emotional abuse, destruction of victims' self-worth, persistent insult, humiliation, criticism, etc. come under emotional abuse. Sexual abuse, it includes not only sexual assault and rape, but also harassment such as unwelcome touching and other demeaning behaviors. Financial abuse, it is the least obvious crime under domestic violence. Husband preventing his wife from obtaining an education or job outside the home, preventing victim to access to sufficient money for survival. Then psychological abuse, threatening the victim with violence, emotional blackmail, etc. come under psychological abuse. If any woman is facing any of these crimes, then she is the victim of the domestic violence. Now we will see what is the judgment of 15/10/2020 in favor of domestic violence victims. 3 judges bench of the Supreme Court of India, Justice Ashok Bhushan, Justice R. Subhas Reddy and Justice M. R. Shah gave landmark judgment in favor of domestic violence victims. Supreme Court of India gives major relief to domestic violence victims, says women have right to stay at parents-in-law's house also. The Supreme Court has overhauled an earlier ruling from 2007 to grant shared household right to domestic violence victims. In earlier Taruna Batra versus S.R. Batra case, two judges bench has said that under the law, a woman cannot live in a property owned by her husband's parents. So now, woman can live or stay in-laws family house also, or share household also, in joint families house also, as well as in parents in-laws house also. Now we will see the right to residence of women according to this judgment. According to this judgment, now women can stay at husband's house, parents in-laws house, a house owned by a joint family or any relative of the husband, a house where the woman has lived after her marriage as a long-term resident in a domestic relationship. The Supreme Court of India redefined the term of share household of protection of women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. According to this judgment, now share household belongs to any relative of the husband with whom in a domestic relationship the woman has lived. According to new judgment, the women have right to stay at in-laws house, parents in-laws house, a house owned by a joint family, a house belongs to any relative of the husband, in sharehold house along with the husband's house. Now we will see the key highlights or significances of this judgment. Indian Supreme Court overhauls earlier ruling of Taruna Batra litigation judgment. According to Taruna Batra litigation judgment, daughter-in-law cannot stay at parent-in-law's house or any relative of her husband's house. Apex Court redefined the scope of share household. According to new judgment, Apex Court of India or Supreme Court of India enhanced the scope of the share household. Now, daughter-in-law can stay at parent-in-law's house or any relative of her husband's house also. In-laws can no longer throw out their daughter-in-laws arbitrarily. Means this judgment also protect the right to dignity of women. Women who are sometimes compelled out of their in-laws' house due to domestic disputes can now claim the right of residence in the share household even if the house is owned by their in-laws. Previously, in-laws family through daughter-in-law on this ground that property doesn't belong to her husband. Now, in-laws family cannot throw out daughter-in-law on this ground that property doesn't belong to her husband. Now, if any in-laws family do this thing, then daughter-in-law can claim right to residence under share household. Share household means the place where the woman lives or at any stage has lived in a domestic relationship either singly or along with the husband, and it includes the house owned or tenanted. Means now woman can not only stay in in-laws house but also in any relative of her husband's house. The interim order protecting the right to residence of a woman. This will not come in the way of filing of civil cases related to property. The family cannot file the case under the civil right to property against the woman right to residence during the domestic disputes. Now we should know what would be the benefits of this judgment to the domestic violence victims. The judgment would bring respite to many victims of domestic violence. The judgment would come as a big relief to women who are compelled or thrown out of the matrimonial home and denied relief on grounds that the home is the sole property of their father-in-law or mother-in-law. The judgment provides right to residence to destitute women during domestic disputes also. So this right would bring the great change in Indian society. Let us do the quick revision of this topic. On 15th October 2020, the Supreme Court of India gave the landmark judgment in the favor of domestic violence victims, while overruling the earlier Taruna Batra litigation judgment. According to this new judgment, now the domestic violence victims can reside at parents-in-law's house and in the house of any relative of her husband. This judgment provides right to residence to domestic violence victims. In-laws cannot file case against right to residence of women under the civil right to property. Thank you for watching my video.